The interesting part about standard sequencing is that there is this modified version of the nucleotide, which is the chain terminating version. The normal nucleotide has this OH group here, and this OH group is the one that is involved in the phosphodiester bond that connects one nucleotide to the next nucleotide. So the changes that this nucleotide has is that instead of having the OH group, there's the H group, and this H group makes it a terminating nucleotide. Hi guys, hope you're doing okay. So today is 12th of April 2021. I'm currently at the bus stop. So this is the second week since I arrived for my break. I got back last week Tuesday, and to be honest, I think that I really needed the break because now I feel more refreshed and rejuvenated. So because I was away for like 2 weeks, right? So it means that I have like a pile of work that was waiting for me. So basically, when I got back last week Tuesday, I resumed the lab on Wednesday and I started prepping my experiments for this week. So this week actually is one of my busiest week ever. I've got like meetings later on during the day. I've got microdissections mainly, so I don't know how fun that would be. I hope you enjoy the vlog and I'll catch you later. Hi guys, so I don't know if you can see it, but I just went to collect my samples from the hospital, the pathological unit. I submitted the samples for pathological assessment like almost a month ago, and I think the pathologist was busy with other people's projects, so she just managed to finish helping me to evaluate my slides. So I just went to collect that from her. She left it in her pigeonhole. Now I'm just heading to the lab. Hi guys, it's currently 10:33 and I got here not too long ago. So remember that I mentioned that I was planning to do some microdissections. So something happened. So usually when I want to do microdissection, I use my boss's office because that's where the microscope is located. But then I went there now and then I just saw that she was in the office, and the issue is that she's going to be having some confidential meetings all through the day. So that means that I'm not able to do my microdissections. The reason why I said that this week is actually quite a busy week for me is because I'll be running microdissection and DNA extraction simultaneously. And in the past, what I would do is that I would do microdissection one day and extract the next day and do microdissection another day. But with that kind of schedule, it's going to take me longer to finish all of the samples. And the reason why I'm sort of in a hurry, or not really in a hurry, but I need to finish this batch of samples is because next week is my sequencing course, so I'll be doing it from home. It's every day from 9 to about 5, all through from Monday to Friday. So I wouldn't be able to come to the lab. So that's why I had already taken 2 weeks of break. So like I'm far behind in terms of scheduling. So that's why I had to fit in all of the samples into 1 week. I'll show you how I made the schedule last week of what I hope to microdissect every day. I had written the cases that I was planning to do. So the plan was that I was going to microdissect these cases on Monday, do this on Tuesday, do these cases on Wednesday, finish the last microdissection on Thursday, and then do the DNA extraction on Friday. So this was a nice timetable that I had drafted last week. But to be honest, when I was making this plans last week, I was just hoping and keeping my fingers crossed that everything just goes the way I want it, because I know that I've mentioned in the past that that's just sometimes you make plans and then something just randomly pops up last minute and then everything just goes into shambles. So when I was making this timetable last week, I was like, oh my god, I really hope that everything goes the way I plan. I spent my Friday, departmentalizing all of the samples just so I have them ready for the week. I was so close to thinking that okay, maybe I should just go home and then cancel today, but I would try to still wait. So we mentioned that between 12:30 and 1:30 the office will be free, so I can do a bit of microdissection then, and then she will be finished at 2 o'clock. Now the issue is that I have meetings planned after 3 p.m. First I have a meeting with our collaborator from 3 to about 3:30 or 4, and then I have another meeting with my co-supervisor from 4 to I think 4:30, and there's another meeting that I have about a project that we're doing in our lab is from 5 past 5, and that will probably run to like 6 or so. After 3 p.m. my my schedule is super tied up. The idea that I had for myself initially was that I would come super early, finish the micro dissections before 3, such that once it's 3 I can then do my meetings. But today it seems like everything is just going to be all over the place. So right now I'm just going to try to catch up with some work there at the side and wait till my boss is done using the office such that I can start my micro dissection. And yeah, I have a feeling that today I'm going to spend a lot of time in the lab, and I have a feeling that I will leave here around 6 or even 7. Who knows? When life gives you lemons, try to make lemonade out of it. Even though at the moment I'm not so creative on how I can make lemonade out of this situation, but we'll make it work. Inshallah, we'll make it work. Hi guys, so it's currently 12:12 and for the past hour and a half-ish I've just been catching up on some work. And yeah, I just remember that, I mentioned that I have some meetings later on during the day, and one of the meetings is for the collaboration, right? So this project that I'm working on is that it's like an international collaboration, so we get samples from abroad and we usually have meetings every month to sort of catch up on the project and the things that I have done from the lab side and things that the clinicians, the doctors have done, from patient recruitment to sample collection and all of that. So for the meeting, we recently decided that we're going to do a presentation every time we meet, such that the presentation is supposed to be educational so that the clinicians can educate us about the patient management stuff, whereas us, we talk about the lab side of things. So I am the one that is scheduled to have a presentation this meeting today, and the presentation is supposed to be about sequencing technologies. I'll show you in a bit how the presentation looks like. Basically, this is how the presentation looks like, and like it's supposed to last for 10 to 15 minutes, and I think I already have like 16 slides or so. The thing is that I was not able to prepare a lot for this presentation because I was on leave 2 weeks ago, so I decided not to prepare for the presentation during my holiday. So basically that meant that I had like a couple of days just over the weekend to bring this presentation together, and I started super late last night doing it last minute. And to be fair, it's been a long time since I freestyle and just did things last minute, especially with presentations, because I usually do it a couple of weeks in advance. I practice and all of that. I actually did the last slide around close to 12 yesterday night, so I haven't practiced. I'm a bit nervous and I just hope that I don't go there and mess things up. But so I'm meeting with my supervisor, and there's another presentation I'm trying to put together for that meeting with him. So yeah, like I can't just wait for today to end. I think that's just the whole point of what I'm saying. So right now I'm going to go back to trying my best to prepare for the sequencing presentation, and it's currently 12:15, so in 15 minutes as well I'm going to try to go to my supervisor's office to see if I can come into my microdissect. So I had up to, I think, 15 things or more on my to-do list I had to do on the weekend, so that was why I was not able to prepare extensively for all of these presentations that I have. So before people start judging me, I just thought to mention that and make that clear. Hi guys, so I just finished praying. Okay, let me tell you what happened. When it was around 12:30, I decided to go to the office to do the microdissection. I did that for about an hour. So when it was 1:30, my boss wanted to have me. I went to pray, and after praying, I went to eat lunch as well. So now I'm back upstairs. It's 2 p.m. so I think that she must have been done with her meeting now. So I would go back to microdissect. So today I'm microdissecting about 50 plus slides, and I've only microdissected 7 or 8 slides. I can't film when I'm microdissecting because my boss is in the office, so I'll catch you guys soon. Hi guys, so it's currently 3:01 and I think I've microdissected about 20 something slides already, so I'm sort of like halfway. So I am going to tune into the meeting now with my collaborators, and I haven't practiced for the sequencing presentation, so I feel like I'm exposing myself filming it. Yes. Yeah, I have a presentation, but it was made like very last minute. I apologize because I just got back from my break, so like but I have a presentation. Today I'm going to talk about sequencing technologies, and this is really broad. Wouldn't touch on every single thing about sequencing because I think that we could spend hours here if I were to do that. So I picked some specific parts that I just thought would be relevant and interesting to know. So for Sanger sequencing, actually the very first type of sequencing method that was developed in the 1900s, I believe, and it was the sequencing method that was used for the Human Genome Project. And basically the ingredients of Sanger sequencing are DNA polymerase enzyme, which is the enzyme that is used for DNA ligation, a primer, which is basically the nucleotides that you need in order for the DNA extension process to start. Then we also have the 4 DNA nucleotides in the mix. We have the template DNA as well, which is the DNA that will be sequenced. And the interesting part about Sanger sequencing is that there is this modified version of the nucleotide, which is the chain terminating version. The normal nucleotide has this OH group here, and this OH group is the one that is involved in the phosphodiester bond that connects one nucleotide to the next nucleotide. So the changes that this nucleotide has is that instead of having the OH group, there's the H group, and this H group makes it a terminating nucleotide. So once this nucleotide is incorporated into the sequence, the chain stops, and therefore you can't continue the elongation. And after this whole process here, we're going to have different fragments of DNA. So we're going to run this fragment through capillary gel electrophoresis, and automatically the short fragments move quickly through the pores of the gel, whereas the long fragments will move slowly. So as each fragment crosses the line, the dye is detected, and once the dye is detected, then we will have it displayed in a chromatogram as you've seen here. Any questions? Hi guys, so currently the time is 7:10 p.m. and basically I just finished with my microdissections. I know, right? And yeah, about the presentation, it wasn't so bad. This is probably the most ill-prepared PowerPoint presentation I've ever done in my entire life. The fact that I didn't rehearse and I just went in there, and funny enough, they told me that it was actually quite good, even though it was just presenting to a few people. So I'm glad that they found it informative and useful in some way. So hopefully I should finish in the next 30 minutes, I hope. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys soon. Hi guys, so it's currently 7:39 and I've just finished with all of the preparation I was making for tomorrow's DNA extraction, and I've also labeled the tubes and prepared all of the things that I need for tomorrow's microdissection. So I'll show you in a bit all of my baby samples. So I've got them in here at 57 degrees. So it's basically, I microdissected I think 7 samples today, so have it there, and microdissected I think about 50 slides, and tomorrow as well I'm going to microdissect another batch of 50 slides also, and again on Wednesday, Thursday, up until Friday. I really pray that the yield is good enough, because sometimes you can imagine spending the entire day microdissecting and then only for you to come the next day to do DNA extraction and measure the concentration, and then you find out that the yield, the concentration is super low, and then you have to repeat it all over again. So I really hope that my yield is good enough. So I think now I'm going to round up the vlog, and just before I round up the vlog, it's probably going to be Ramadan time by the time I upload this vlog. Yeah, for those who don't know what Ramadan is, so Ramadan is basically the time of the year where Muslims around the world fast from dawn till sunset. So it's also a time of, spiritual growth. So I just wanted to say a big warm Ramadan Mubarak to anyone who is participating in the month. I hope that it brings a lot of joy and blessings to you and your loved ones. So Ramadan is always my favorite time of the year, and I'm really looking forward to it, although I just have to figure out how I'm going to try to balance the spiritual part and the academic work part, but I know I'll figure it out, inshallah. Thank you so much for all the people that watch all of my vlogs. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you're feeling kind of generous. And yeah, I hope you remain safe and you are in the best of health. See you on my next one. Bye.